Dear students, Namaste and welcome to a new class of grade 9 English. How are you, dear all? Good. So, let me revise the previous lesson that we did in our previous class. Okay? So, in our previous class, we discussed listening activities? No. Very good. So, we did reading 2. That was dance. So, today we are going to start or wrap up the lesson with these two topics. They are grammar second and writing second of the lesson 3. Okay. So, I hope that you are ready with your necessary materials, textbook, pen or pencil and an exercise book. Are you ready? Good. If so, let's move on to the class. Okay. So, we'll begin with the grammar item first, grammar second. So, please remind yourself, what did we discuss in grammar first? Can you remind yourself, what did we discuss? Good. We discussed the use of can, could and would. Basically, with reference to the let's say their use to make requests and offers. Okay. So, again here we are going to use the same items or points, or you can say modal verbs, okay, can, could and would. Okay. So, before we do the activities together, okay, so let me ask you something. Okay, I'll present you with some situations in which you have to, let's say, react or make sentences. Okay. So, let's see the situations. This is the first one. Okay. What would you say in the given situations? Please be ready to attempt. Okay. The first one is, your pen ran out of ink and your friend has a spare pen. So, spare means an extra. Your pen is writing, but he also has another, he or she has another pen. This is called spare pen. So, what would you say in such situation? Very good, very good. So, your sentences might be like this. Okay. Can you lend me your pen for a while? Or, would you help me with your pen? So, if you use can like this, okay, so you are a little bit informal as well. Suppose you two people, for example, you and your friend are known to each other very well, but your friend is not well known to you, okay, and then you have to use would or could. Okay. Good. Let's move on to the next situation. Okay, it's number B. You see an old man carrying a heavy load. Please think of some ideas. Okay, how would you react in such situation? You see an old man carrying a heavy load. Okay, please go on. Good. You can say, can I help you? Any other? Good. Would you like me to help you? Or can I help you? Very good, dear students. Let's see the next situation for you. Here it goes. Your friend is playing a loud music. So, this might be your neighbor or somebody who is disturbing with a loud noise. Okay. And you are doing something else, for example. Then you have to request him or her to, yes, lower down the volume or something like that. Okay. So, what would you say in such situation then? Good. Could you please lower the volume of the speaker? Why? Because I am studying. Okay. Or I am preparing for my exam, something like that. Or can you decrease the volume a little? Can you lower down the volume a little? Okay. Or you can also say, for example, can you use earphones or something like that? Okay. Well done. That's a good attempt. Let's see next situation. Number D. Your class decides to go to a picnic. You have to ask your parents for permission. Okay. So, you have to talk to your mother or father for permission. What would you say? Good. Okay, so please compare your sentences with mine. These are examples, okay? Mom, can I go with my friends? Okay, she already knows that you are going to a picnic. That's why you say, Mom, can I go with my friends? Or you say, would you mind if I went to the picnic with my friends, Papa? Would you mind if I went to the picnic with my friends, Papa? So these are the things you. So what do you think? So are you offering something or requesting something? Good, you are requesting. Okay, so this is also asking for permission. Okay, next situation for you is you call to a bank to talk to the bank manager. You have to have conversation or meet the manager of a bank, and then you made a phone call. Okay, so what would you say? Good, that's correct. Okay, please compare your sentences with mine. These are examples. Okay, could I talk to the manager, please? Okay, receptionist, for example, picked up the phone and said, who are you searching for? And then you say, could I talk to the manager, please? Or you might say, could you please tell me if the manager is in? Means, if the manager is in the bank right now, so that you can go and meet or have conversation like that. Dear students, let's see the last situation for you. Okay. Please read the situation there. Have you read? Good. Please think of some sentences, okay, that you use in this particular situation. You are in a restaurant. You want to order something. Whom do you have to call? Yes, generally you call a waiter. Okay, and then you have to, let's say, make something or order something using these 3 words. What would you say? Great. Could you please bring me a glass of lemonade? Or you might say, if you want to be more polite, okay, so you have to use, for example, would you mind bringing me a glass of tea, please? You can add please here as well. Okay, so dear students, in this way you have to respond to these situations. So I guess you might have clear ideas about the use of these 3 modal auxiliaries. Okay, again here most of the sentences belong to 2 categories: making offers and requesting. Got it? So if, for example, you want somebody to help you because you have an emergency, you request. Okay, and you think that somebody needs some sort of support, but he or she does not ask you, you offer something. Okay, for example, you saw an old man, okay, carrying a heavy load. You say, can I help you? The old man didn't ask you, but you said, can I help you? So this is an example of offer. Get it? So if the old man requested you, for example, would you please help me carrying this load or something like that? So that might be a request. Are you clear about it? Good. Okay, dear students, let's move on to the activity. Up to now, we haven't entered into the activities that are there in your textbook. Let's see the first activity. Okay, it says match the sentence halves to make full sentences. You can see on the left hand side half of the sentences with would, could or can. Get it? And half of the sentences are there, and you have to match these sentences appropriately or correctly. Are you ready to do that? Good. Please do now. And we'll come to the answers together. Okay? Please try making sentences, complete sentences. Okay, for example, you have to start with I would. So you see I apostrophe D, it means I would. Okay, so please think. Generally, as I said earlier, if there are modal verbs, remember, okay, you use base form of verb, okay, with modal verbs, modals plus base form of verb, generally I say, okay. So there are different options for you, okay, and you have to make sentences. So I would, the first half is there. Second is, would it be, okay, you have to match it with the correct response there, correct half. Third is, would you be able to. Fourth, number D is, could you recommend. Next, number E is, can I book. Last one is, would. Then we have to match. Have you finished? Okay, if so, we will share. Okay, let's see the answers. What did you make? What sentence have you made? The first one, okay, for the first sentence. Okay, so you made, I would like to rent an apartment. Okay, so one more thing is that all the sentences, rest of the sentences except A are questions. Okay, because it starts with I pronoun. Okay, it is not a question, you can see. Okay, most of they are questions. So again, this is, I would like to rent an apartment. Okay, so this is again, is it request or offer? Yes, it is an, no, it is a request. Okay, let's see, what have you matched number B with? Please compare your answer with this one. So would it be possible to invite my cousin? Okay, so generally, would it be goes with possible, or would it be all right? Okay, for example, would it be all right if I called my friends? So would it be goes with all right or possible? Okay, in this way you have to match. Okay, let's see the third one. It says, very good, would you be able to. Look, to is there. Generally it should be followed by the base form of the verb. For example, would you be able to get me a ticket for the concert? Okay, able to get me, it means the verb get is the base form. Dear students, you are doing great job matching all the sentences correctly. Let's see number next. So is your sentence correct? Please compare with mine. Okay, it is the correct one. Okay, could you recommend, look, suppose you are going to visit some place, and if you ask me this question, okay, could you recommend a good place to visit, sir? I might say, yes, Mustang, Ilam, okay, or something like that. So here the speaker is asking you to recommend a good dentist. Okay, this is again a question, request. Got it? Let's see number D. Please compare your answer with mine. Okay, can I book followed by a table for 6? Okay, can I book a table for 6? Means 6 people are there. Okay, we are 6. We are going to, let's say, sit together. Okay, you planned, suppose, to go to a restaurant, and then you called. Okay, and you booked a table for 6. Okay, next sentence is this one. Please correct if there are any mistakes. If not, well done. Okay, this is the last sentence. Would you like me to call a taxi? What do you think? Is it a request or an offer? Good, it is an offer. You see, would you like me to call a taxi? Shall I call a taxi for you? It means. Got it? Very good, dear students. You did an excellent job. Let's move on to another activity. It says, complete the sentences below in any way. Look, in any way you like to make requests and offers. Again, with the sentence beginnings given there, you have to make either requests or offers. Nothing more than that. Got it? So, half of the sentences are given or sentence beginnings are given, and then you have to freely complete the sentences. For example, can you is given there, suppose. Got it? And you have to think of various alternatives. Okay? For example, can you help me? Okay, so question mark is already there. You don't write here. Okay, so what could be next? Very good. Can you speak a bit louder? Got it? What else? Okay, again you don't need question mark because it's there. So what do you think? What can be there? Can you book a ticket for me, etc. So in this way you might have various other, you can think of many. Got it? Please try making different, let's say, such expressions. Okay, let's do it together. Don't worry, you are not alone there. Okay, I am here to help you out. Are you ready to move forward? Good. Let's see then. This is the first situation. Okay, you have to start your sentence or expression with, would you like me, blank space. Okay, and let's make some sentences. Look at the picture there. So what do you think? What sort of, let's say, sentence can you make in such situation? Very good. Would you like me to push your wheelchair? Got it? Something like that. So your question mark, you have to place this sentence here. That's why I haven't given the question mark there. Okay. So what else can you think of? Would you like me? Good. Go on. Please think more ideas. So next sentence might be, would you like me to read the newspaper for you? Okay. Next. Good. So this might be another. Would you like me to write some important points? Okay. That's why that might be useful for you as well. Something like that. Have you done? Good. Please compare your sentences with mine. Okay. And you can go on adding more. Okay. Will you do that? Good. Let's see. B. The same that I just discussed. Okay. Can I, blank space, and there is question mark. You have to make questions. Okay. But think in mind you are making either requests or offers. So what do you think? Let's see the picture. I have one picture for you. So please think of a sentence, okay, based on this picture. You can see a picture on the screen. Okay. So what does, for example, this boy is telling the man to do? Can you think of anything? Good. Can I borrow this book for a week? Okay. Yes, but you have to have a library card, something like that, this man might say. Got it? Next. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Can I ask you a question in this way? So this is a request. Next. Suppose your friend is there at your home. You might say, can I get a cold drink for you? Got it? Can I get you a cold drink for you? So this is, as I said earlier, an informal one. When you have casual relationship, for example, your friend is there with you. Let's see the next situation, dear students. Number C is, could you blank space? There is question mark. I have omitted because I have other expressions for you, so that there is no question mark in this particular sentence only. Okay. So, could you blank space, and there is question mark, but I have omitted. Okay, please think of some sentences yourself, and then I will show you a picture. Okay. Have you thought? Good. So, here you go. Okay. So, let's see the picture there. A lady with her finger like this. So, what do you think? Good. Stop making silence or something like that. Yes? Good. Could you stop talking for a while? I am preparing for my exam. Next. Okay, you are correct. And this is next alternative for you. Could you check these answers to see if they are correct? And next. Could you please come to the party early to help me set up? You are calling your friend, okay, or somebody. You have to set up something, okay, for a party. That's why you want somebody to come early, and then you say, could you please come to the party early to help me set up? Something like that. Okay, let's move on to the next statement. This is number D. Would it be possible to blank space, and there is question mark. Please, let's see a picture. What do you say in such situation? For example, you can see a lady there, and a man is making a picture, sketch of hers, okay? And what do you think? What is, let's say, what does the girl might say in such situation? Go on, please. Good. You did an excellent job, dear students. You might say, would it be possible to draw a picture of me? Okay, this girl might say. Okay, and any other sentences? Good. So, this is another sentence for you. Would it be possible to arrange a party tomorrow? You are asking somebody, okay? So, this is again a yes request. Next. Would it be possible to photocopy this document? Okay, so place these sentences and you can think of more, as I said earlier. Dear students, let's move on to next situation, that is number E. Would you mind blank space, and there is question mark. What do you think? Okay, don't worry, I'll show a picture again. Look, what is the baby girl doing there? Somebody might be saying her, would you mind if I open the window? Okay, she might say to somebody who is sitting next to her in the room. Okay, would you mind if I opened the window? Next. Would you mind if I changed the channel? You're watching television, you want to change the channel, and then you say, would you mind if I change the channel? What is the next? Good. Would you mind telling me what you are going to do? Okay, so please think of another sentence. Okay, that's correct. And here it goes for you. Would you mind being quiet for a while? So look, so you can write, for example, would you mind is used with if I followed by simple past tense or simple past form of verb. You can see in these two sentences, and would you mind plus VING or present participle form in these two sentences. Okay, so please, while using these sort of constructions, you have to be very, let's say, careful. Okay, let's see next example, next exercise, number F. Could you possibly blank space, and there is question mark. Please think of some ideas or sentences. Look at the picture there. What would you say? The goal might be, for example, look, she is laying there and the boy is going to help her. Okay, so in such situation, what would you say? Good. Help me to stand up. Okay, next, can you think of any other? Okay, very good. So this is another example for you. Could you possibly come and see me tonight? Okay, and then next one. Okay, you are also correct. Could you possibly explain the rules of indirect speech in detail? Okay, good. Let's move on to next activity, exercise number G. Would you blank a space and question mark? What would you say in this situation? Look, the girl is powering something from the kettle. Okay, so you might say, good. Would you like to have a glass of tea? Okay, next. Would you like to go out for some time? Or you might say, would you repeat that word again, please? Okay, you can use like to or the base form of the verb. Okay, so dear students, these are the activities related to grammar section. Now we'll move on to the next section, that is writing 2. Okay, let's see the activity. It says, in Nepali culture, there are many occasions people dance. The Gurung community has Rodhighars, the Rai community celebrates Sandi Nach, etc. Write a couple of paragraphs about any one of the dancing cultures or traditions in your community. You know, we are multicultural country. Different people in the same, let's say, locality, people of different ethnicity, caste, religion are living there, and they have different dancing cultures as well. Please think of a typical dance culture, you know, okay, for example, yes, for example, Lakhe Nach. Okay, you can also say Lakhe dance. Okay, generally it is celebrated or it is danced by Newari people. Okay, any other? Can you name any? Good. You can say Devda by far, let's say, Western Hill people. Okay, people of Western Hill. Okay, any other? Good. Chiabru by Limbu community, Limbu people. Any other? Dandi Nach or Lathi Nach, as we have discussed already, or you can say dance. Okay, so by, yes, Tharu people. So based on typical cultures or let's say festivals, okay, different people dance differently. So you can think of different other, for example, dance types, and then you can elaborate them into a couple of paragraphs. So here a couple of paragraphs means you have to write at least 2. Okay, so for the time being, we are going to write something about a typical dance in Nepal. So let me show you a picture, okay, and then you have to have something, let's say, you have to think of something about it. Okay, let's see the picture. See, people joining hands together. Okay, what do you think? What dance are they performing there? Is there anybody from Karnali province, Hildi side, or Sudur Paschim province? Good, you are there. Very good. So which dance is it then? Definitely it is Deura. Okay, so when you write paragraphs, got it, you have to think of different ideas. For example, when do people dance? Okay, who dances it? Okay, so where do they dance? Got it. So what message does it flow sometimes? Okay, the dance, or let's say music, or let's say our typical folk culture has some sort of, let's say, message as well. Got it. So in this way, you have to have other such alternatives as well. Think of such things, for example. Okay. So let me make something. Let's generate some ideas. For example, when do people dance Deura or perform Deura? During Gaura Parva. Very good. Okay. So who performs it? Who dances? Good. Both male and females. Where? Yes, you are correct. Karnali and Sudur Paschim. Generally, hilly people, okay? In this way. So what message does they want to flow? Yes, you can say harmony. You can see people, okay, dancing together. There is no biasness or something like that. They are joining hands. No one is, let's say, separated or secluded, something like that. So please try to write, okay, a couple of paragraphs, okay, using these points. Will you do that? Good. Please don't worry. I'm going to present, let's say, sample of paragraphs to you, okay, and then you have to compare your paragraphs with mine. Okay, let's see. Deura dance. Okay, as I said earlier, Deura dance is a special dance performed in the western hills of Nepal, especially performed by the people living in the hilly regions of Sudur Paschim and Karnali provinces. Okay, got it? So one more thing is that dance and cultures are integral part of human being. For example, these people living in other places, for example, Kathmandu, or living abroad, okay, might carry on that. Okay, so a number of males and females gather and make a circular chain, as you have just seen in the picture. Joining hands with each other, they sing and dance together in a perfect harmony. Deura dance is performed in a special festival of Hindus, as I said earlier, named Gaura. It is the festival which is celebrated worshipping the goddess Gauri, who is known as Parvati. In this festival, especially, the women worship the goddess, wishing for the long life, good health, and prosperity of their husband. This is another purpose. Got it? Long life, good health, and prosperity of their husbands. People express their feelings, sorrow, and grief with the help of the song, which helps them to release their pains and suffering. So one more thing is that people dance while they are singing, means they sing and dance together. That's why they express their sorrows, pain, or sufferings, etc. with the help of the song as well. Got it? So they can lessen their sorrows, pain, and suffering. Dear students, please write similar paragraph and show it to your teacher and get feedback. Okay, so let's move on to another thing. I'll just give some ideas related to the project work to you. It says, remember a situation in which you were a participant in a cultural show like Dohori Sanj or a public show like a comedy show. Narrate your experiences, including what special event you want to recall, how you happened to join it, who you went with, etc. in your class. So this is a project work. However, I'm going to present you some paragraphs, okay, relating to my experiences. Okay, you might have different other experiences. Okay, you can share and compare your experiences with mine. Okay, let's see. My first paragraph goes like this. Have you ever watched a comedy show? I have got such an opportunity. Last year, my mother bought a lottery and she won 5 tickets of the show. As soon as I heard that my mother won the lottery, I became very happy. I was eager to attend the show because I saw the photos of renowned comedians on the ticket. The show was scheduled for 11 a.m. so we reached the hall before an hour. There was a long queue of people waiting to buy the entry tickets and watch the show. We entered the hall and eagerly waited the comedians to arrive. One after another, almost half dozen comedians performed, and some performed in duo too, means in combination of two. Among the performer, I remember the performance by Mr. Nepal, who embedded laughter with national unity and patriotism. This is the thing that I liked the most. Okay, so please try to think of or recollect your experiences, and please prepare similar type of project work and present it to the class. Will you do that? Good. So last is extra bit. Okay, it talks about types of gender. Dear students, so you might have clear ideas or known about gender system. Here it refers to having masculine or feminine characteristics. Okay, so based on this criteria, all the nouns are divided into 4 different types: masculine, feminine. Okay, so you can see a noun that shows the male subtype is known as masculine gender. For example, king, okay, having male characteristics, you can say man, boy, father, cock, bull, fox, etc. Feminine, a noun that shows the female subtype, means female characteristics, okay, known as feminine gender. For example, queen, woman, girl, mother, hen, cow, vixen, etc. Okay, there are other 2 as well. Let's see. Next is neuter gender, and last one is common gender. Neuter gender is, for example, this is a neuter gender. It does not have any gender or marker. Okay. Some nouns are neither male nor female. Okay, they fall under the neuter gender. For example, table, hair, city, chair, marker, camera, etc. Or this board, something like that. Last is common gender, means having both the properties. For example, a teacher. Got it? So English contains a lot of nouns which do not specify the gender of the noun. These nouns can stand for both male and female. For example, teacher, male teacher, female teacher. Student, male, female both. Cousin, parent, etc. Dear students, I hope that you have got ideas about gender as well. So with these discussions, we have come to the end of today's class. I hope that the lesson has become fruitful to you all. Thank you, dear students, for your active participation as well as patience. We'll meet again in the next episode, next class. Till then, goodbye and namaste.